Hello everyone and welcome to Geekonomy channel. I'm your detective host Igor, and one of the most frequent questions I get on my YouTube comment section is, do you have any more TV shows like From? What can I watch that is similar to From? And what the hell am I supposed to do for more than a year right now until season 4 is released? So something similar to From can be a little bit tricky, because From has many components. It can be terrifying, it can be thrilling, it can be engaging, emotional, it can be interesting, puzzling, and what is the most important, it always is original. It's not an adaptation of any story and nobody can spoil it for you. So I decided to prepare a list of my TV shows. Not that I made them, but I watched them, and I can confidently advise you to give them a chance. And in my opinion, all of those TV shows, and not only TV shows, are kind of similar to From in many aspects or at some of the aspects. And you will decide by yourself from the synopsis and my advice whether to give those TV shows a chance. Now, if by some mistake you just enter this video and you have no idea what the hell am I talking about, what is From, you can still watch this video. The TV shows I'm about to talk right now are pretty fucking amazing, and they deserve your chance. So let's start. Okay, so I talked about this many times. One of the most important things for me in From that I enjoy the most is that it's not an adaptation. It's not based on the book, not on the comics, not a sequel, prequel, or something like this. No one can spoil it for me. Even though season 3 was kinda spoiled with people not knowing how to hold in their secrets, but still, nobody can just read a book and tell me how it's going to end. Like, for example, with Sile right now, when everybody who knows how to read, for some unexplained reason, have this impossible to resist drive to share their knowledge with everybody. From doesn't have that. It's an original story, and it's an interesting, full with riddles story. There are some mysteries that we can deduct, that we can think and build theories without, as I told you, anybody spoiling this for us. Now, there is only one TV show right now that is relevant for this period, that is still running, that is similar to that, and of course I'm talking about Severance. Ben Stiller's show on Apple TV. We have right now only one season. It's not a horror story like From, it's not full with mythology or American history, but it's definitely have its mysteries. Now, this TV show actually dives into the topic of dividing your work life and your leisure life, your home life, and how far you actually can go in the desire to achieve this division. Now, the main hero of the story, named Mark, is doing this sci-fi procedure where he divides his personality into two different people. One of them can live outside and one of them goes to work. They are not aware of each other. I mean, they know they exist, but outside Mark have no idea what does the inside Mark do in his office, and the inside Mark have no idea what his outside self is doing. So if you think about it, it's kind of amazing. I mean, you go to work, you clock in, and then you forget everything, and then you wake up in 9 hours and you can go on with your day. And you wait for your paycheck in the end of the month without actually doing any work. What happens to your inside self doesn't really concern you. You don't know this guy, you have no idea what the hell he's doing. So it kind of works for people that need this escapism, but the problem starts when a new girl arrives to the office. Her name is Haley R, and she really doesn't want to stay there. She will do everything to escape this severed facility. Without diving into spoilers, it's gonna create a lot of interesting interactions, and this is also one of those shows where you can watch it many times and still find some new details, find some new clues that will help you to build more theories of what the hell is going on. What is the real reason and the real motivation of this corporation to make those kind of procedures? Because they're not just in there to help people, there is something there, and there will be a lot of moments like that. And as I told you, this is also a TV show that is not based on a book or a comic. Nobody will be able to spoil it for you, which is freaking amazing if you're just like me and you love to watch TV shows closely, trying to deduct what the hell is going on. You love this feeling of I got it before they actually revealed it for us.
A handshake is available upon request.
Thank you. May I have a handshake?
And on top of that, like it's not enough, with all my love to From, Severance have a way bigger budget, the production level is on a higher level, and the cast, I mean, they're like John Turturro there, Christopher Walken, those guys are fucking legends. So if you're looking for something scary and thrilling like from Severance, probably not the answer. But if you are looking for something that will make your brain work, that will make you build some theories and start looking with a magnifying glass at everything you are seeing, this is the answer. You have to give it a chance. Severance is one of the best TV shows of the last generation.
What is it we actually do here?
Now this one is oldie but goodie. This is actually one of the first TV shows I have ever seen, and this is one of the first TV shows that made me feel like, oh my god, I'm trying to resolve something interesting. You know this feeling while you watch a TV show and there are so many components, but you have this trust in the creator's ability to deliver? You like have no idea what the hell is going on, but you're so invested, you're so interested that you just have to watch because you know that in the end they're gonna deliver, and they're gonna deliver big time. So this is Lost Room. This is a mini-series, only 3 episodes, and it's kinda old already, it's 2006, but it's one of the best ones yet. You have like a crazy motel room where the rooms and the keys can deliver you to any place on the face of Earth. And at some point, our hero loses his daughter there. And right now he needs to do everything he can in order to save her, in order to find her, using all of his knowledge and all of his abilities in this hotel. So yeah, it's interesting, it's mysterious, it's mystical, and it's only 3 episodes. You can finish it in one sit, in one binge. You can like take it on the weekend or something like this. And you know what? I'm pretty sure, like 95% sure, that you're gonna love this show.
My little girl went into that motel room and she never came out.
Now, we've talked a lot about mysteries, you know, resolving riddles and so on, but what about thrilling, horror, being locked up, feeling claustrophobic while you're watching a TV show? Yeah, we still didn't cover that, and I think one of the best right now is The Midnight Mass. It's also a mini-series on Netflix, you can also finish it in one binge. It's a very slow burn. Yeah, you've been warned. But it's worth it, in my opinion it's worth it. We have a small island with a population of like 2.5 people, just a little bit more than that, and one day a priest comes to this place, a young priest, very charismatic, and suddenly miraculous things are starting to happen at this place. People that are supposed to die suddenly, like, you know, they're healed. People who are not supposed to walk, suddenly they can walk. I mean, what is it? It's a miracle. It's Jesus Christ made some miracles. Oh my god, God is great. But as you can probably already guess, this is not the solution here. This is something completely different. And if it doesn't remind you of anything, you know, being locked up in a place that it's very hard to leave, at some instances almost impossible to leave, there's very finite amount of population on this place, and it's pretty dangerous, especially in the night. As I told you, very charismatic people, very charismatic actors, a couple of surprising twists and events, very emotional moments, and yeah, as I told you, it can be a very slow burn. Sometimes you can feel like, oh my god, nothing is happening, there's a lot of conversations. If you're looking for action and a lot of thrilling chases or something like this, this is not the TV show. But if you're looking for this like very slow build-up that will eventually deliver a very climactic moment for you, if you're looking for a TV show with charismatic characters, with characters you will so much enjoy hating them, like they deserve so much everything bad that's gonna happen to them, this is the TV show. Once again, it's a mini-series, it doesn't require a lot of obligation from your part, this is not something you will have to watch for months and months and months, this is something you can finish in one day or in a couple of days. And probably if you enjoy the horror elements of From, you will enjoy this TV show too. Now this one is actually a cartoon, and I just started to watch it and I enjoyed so much. Now I know, even though we live in 2024, it's still, for a lot of people it's relevant that cartoons are for kids. Okay, but I'm not gonna be able to convince you otherwise if you're not willing to be convinced. But if you are, think about it like, I mean, there's many hundreds, if not thousands of examples where cartoons are more engaging, more mature than a lot of TV shows or movies. And Pantheon is like this. I just started watching it. It dives into the topic of AI, artificial intelligence. So you have this girl, Mary, she lost her father and she's been bullied at school. but at some point she gets a message only with smileys from somebody in the chat room. And this somebody, for some reason, have amazing abilities with computer. He or she can retrack messages from one person to another. So if, let's say, the bully wanted to send message to Maddie, suddenly she sent a message to her best friend, and now they're fighting. So he is starting to protect Maddie. There's also this guy Caspian, not from Narnia, but just, like named after Caspian from Narnia. And he's some sort of a genius, computer genius. But what the hell is happening with his family? His dad and his mom are giving him tasks, but they also have some kind of a secret agenda. This Caspian, is he even a real person? Or he is some kind of a governmental experiment? Yeah, I know I promised you that all of the TV shows I kinda liked and I watched here, and this one I'm still watching. But one of the things that I usually check before starting a new show, if it's already been finished, is that I look on IMDb results, on IMDb scores for the last episodes. I'm trying to see if the fans were actually satisfied. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not gonna be disappointed, but it kind of gives you some kind of an insight if, like fans' expectations, especially in TV shows that are built around mysteries, were satisfied or all of them were pretty much disappointed. And usually when the TV show is not delivering in the end, you will see all of the episodes are like 9,999, and the last one is like 4.4 or something like this. So here, this is not the case, so I have a lot of trust in AMC to deliver until the end, and I'm watching this TV show and I'm enjoying a lot, and I'm pretty sure if you are okay with watching a cartoon with something that is not being portrayed by, like real actors, you will enjoy it a lot.
Now you can say holy shit.
Holy shit.
And if we're talking about TV shows that I didn't finish, I also want to talk about Wayward Pines. I didn't see season 2. It has very bad scores. I'm probably gonna give it a chance, but I'm not really excited about it, especially since it's gonna tell, as far as I know, a different story. The main story is finished in season 1. So we have the Secret Service agent, Tim Dillon, I think this is the name of the actor, and he's looking for his partner / lover. So he gets to this town and everybody acts very weird in this town. Everybody acts like they're supposed to act with this scenario. It looks like somebody's following them and they have to pretend they are playing a role. Sounds familiar? And if not, then you also cannot escape this town. There is something around that it's not gonna allow you to leave this town no matter what you try to do. So our hero, obviously a very capable man, not a military man like Boyd, but still someone who can handle a gun and handle a difficult situation, he will do everything in his power to escape this place and come back to his family. And as I told you, many weird things, a lot of this feeling of I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but I'm still very invested and very interested and I cannot stop watching, so you're probably gonna enjoy it too. I cannot advise you about season 2 anything. Maybe you will be just like me, you will finish season 1 and decide that it's enough.
I was sent here to find 2 of our agents and now I'm only looking for 1.
Now once again, if we decided to break some stigmas today and we finished already with cartoons, let's talk a little bit about video games. I know, once again, for many people it's still a concept that's somehow related to kids, even though, once again, we have already examples like Last of Us, where that was adapted to TV show and everybody was like, oh my god, there are such an amazing stories in the world of video gaming. I mean, who knew? Like everybody else but you, but like, if you still don't know, there are a lot of super amazing stories in video games, and if we are looking for something very mystical, filled with riddles, with a lot of clues, a lot of information, I cannot advise you anything else but Alan Wake 2. This is a game that was released last year, and expecting your questions, you don't have to play in the first one, you can just read a little bit about it, what happened there, but even if not, you're still gonna be able to understand what is going on in Alan Wake 2. If you ever wanted to feel like you are the one who's there in this From Village or in Severance Room or in any other scenario where there's a lot of weird shit happening, where there are like death cults, where there are like secret governmental agencies that have their own agenda, where there's something mystical and scientific happens simultaneously, and you are the hero that needs to resolve it, instead of watching a TV show where there's like somebody shows you a shot for a couple of seconds and then you need to freeze frame and look for it, in a video game you can actually control the hero and you can go to those small clues, you can interact with them. If you're someone like me, you will probably spend hours, dozens of hours in this game. Now if you're not a gamer and you don't want to play, you don't want to buy this video game, you can find on YouTube a lot of walkthroughs. This is one of the most cinematic, beautifully directed video games. You can watch it as a movie, as a big TV show. It will be around 11 or 12 hours and you're not gonna be upset about it. I promise you, this is one of the best stories ever created, but there is a danger. If you're gonna be sucked in, you're probably gonna keep going and you will discover the whole universe around this mystery, and there's a lot there. This is not MCU, this is way better.
Why are we written into the story?
In case you have lived under the rock for the last 20 years, I'm definitely gonna have to talk about Lost. Now, this is one of the biggest TV shows ever, not just in our genre of mysteries and mystical things. This is one of the biggest shows in all history. This is something that started the golden era of TV shows. Big production level, a lot of visual effects, big cast of actors, very expensive TV show. Now, there's a lot of criticism, especially towards the ending of Lost, and in my opinion, most of it is kind of deserved. I mean, not all of it, I mean, some people are just hating, but still, the level of engagement of a viewer is kinda gets lower and lower with every season. I was just rewatching it, and on season 6 I was already pretty much tired. Now, still saying that, the first 3 seasons, and especially the first 2 seasons, is a masterclass of creating tension. This is one of those TV shows that you're not gonna be able to go to sleep until you see another one, and then when it's over you're gonna have to see another one, and probably the next day on work you're gonna be very tired and waiting for this day to be over so you can come back and watch another episode of Lost. Also, this TV show, you know, with 24, sometimes a little bit less, but mostly 24 episodes per season, created a lot of connection to heroes, because you get to know them in the island and you get to know them outside of the island. So as soon as you're gonna get to season 4 and 5, most of those characters will be so familiar to you, so close to you, sometimes even closer than some people in our life. Yeah, unfortunately that can happen too, but this huge connection, creating those characters to be so alive, you know, like even though they're fictional, this is an absolutely amazing achievement. And if you haven't watched Lost so far, this is like, I don't know, not seeing Saving Private Ryan, not seeing Schindler's List, not seeing classic movies, Gone with the Wind. This is a classic of TV show world, of TV show golden era. You have to watch it.
Do you think we crashed on this place by coincidence? Each one of us was brought here for a reason.
And I want to finish with a TV show that in my opinion is as close to perfection as any TV show can get there. And of course I'm talking about a German TV show called Dark. This is 3 seasons of complete perfection, and what is the most amazing thing there is that the creators were offered to continue and make more seasons because the TV show was so successful, and they still held their ground and they decided it's gonna be 3 seasons, and they finished with 3 seasons. They had a plan how to start, how to lead to the end, and how to finish, and this is exactly what they did. So the TV show starts like most of TV crime era, you know, like it was very popular during this time on Netflix. A boy is disappeared. Everybody is looking for him. But you know, like this investigation will lead his father and everybody else who is connected to him to some very weird places. Look, I don't even want to share the most known spoilers, because if by some reason you are not aware of this TV show at all, give it a chance without reading anything about it. You will be so surprised, because this show will bend your mind so much that at some point you will feel like, what the hell is going on? I didn't even know that my mind can bend to those extent lengths. Like trying to understand everything that is going on there, everyone who's connected to everyone, all of the events from all of the different periods, how they all are connected. I mean, this is one of the best riddles, the best challenges my brain ever faced. And also it's a very good production, it's a very good acting, it's a very well done TV show. And as I told you, if you're looking for mysteries, if you're looking for something that delivers until the end, even though some people will probably not agree with me, like some people can say like the ending was not that satisfying. Once again, most people, most fans of the show are pretty much in the agreement that this is one of the greatest TV shows ever created. So if you haven't seen it, once again, give it a chance. I want to give you more details. I mean, like, look at me. I want to share with you like something that's related to her and so on, but trust me, please, if you have watched until this moment, it means probably we have some kind of a trust between us. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that if I'm gonna tell you jump from the bridge, you're gonna do it. Hopefully you're not gonna do it, but it means that you kind of trust my opinion about TV shows and about other creations. So if you have to choose one, just one from all of the TV shows, video games that I gave you in this list, and you have time for only one, choose Dark. You're not gonna be disappointed. This is one of those TV shows, like sometimes people ask me like, can you advise me a movie or a TV show? And I will ask usually people like, what do you like? Are you looking for something like an action, a comedy or something, blah blah blah. Usually I try to understand what is this person looking for. But there is, you know, on top of the shelf result for everybody. If I don't have any information about a person, I'm still gonna be able to advise him to go watch Dark because it's freaking amazing. Or you know what, I'm gonna have to say it, I have to be honest with my audience. One of the times that I'm not gonna be able to advise you to watch Dark if my impression of you is that you're not smart enough. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you didn't enjoy Dark, okay, you're not smart enough. Obviously there's a lot of smarter than me 10 times 100 times smarter than me people that probably didn't like Dark. It can happen. What I'm just saying that in order to enjoy this show, one of the prerequisites is you have to have a brain here, functioning brain, because otherwise you're just gonna be watching and you will have no clue what the hell is going on. So this is my list, and I hope I was able to help. We have more than a year right now to burn until we get to 2026 and season 4 of From. So watch Severance, it's gonna be released season 2 right now, very soon. Watch Dark if you haven't so far, it's freaking amazing. You have Pantheon, if you have a PlayStation, play some Alan Wake 2. You know what, do whatever you want. I'm just hoping I was able to help just a little bit. Sometimes I get those comments like, thanks to you I started to watch Silo and I enjoy it a lot, thanks to you I started to watch Severance and it's freaking awesome. This is one of the best motivations I think any YouTuber can get. I mean, this is like, I influenced something, I made somebody's life just a little bit better. I mean, is there a bigger reward I can ask for? Maybe a Lamborghini. No, I'm kidding. Of course not. This is the best reward a creator can get on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching this video until this moment. If you want to support it, you can do it in any way, shape or form that you like. I want to thank everyone who supports me here on Patreon and on YouTube. Your financial help, your financial donations is what makes this channel possible. Thank you so much for your support, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye!